Okay, welcome, you guys, to our weekly team call. This is kind of a fun one because it is going to be specifically focused for new coaches. So for everyone who is a new coach, a lot of this information is obviously going to be very new for you. It's going to be really good, applicable, like basic. This is what we need to start with to get your business going. For those of us who have been in for a while, trust me, there are still a lot of great things that we can talk about to move your businesses forward and to get things going. So give me just a sec. I'm pulling up my document to make sure I've got my notes all right. First and foremost, if you guys already have this, pull it out. It's called the Success Club System Daily Business Activity Tracker. I put up a link for it in the team page yesterday. If you don't have it, that's totally fine. We're just going to go over it a tiny bit. It's pretty self-explanatory, but I'm going to be talking about it, and Amber's going to be talking about it as we go through this, this team call. But this is a tool that Beachbody has put together for us to really help us do those daily activities that are going to move our businesses forward. I've already printed off, did you not, like 50 of them so that I have one for every single week of this year. So we'll talk more about that. I also double-sided it, so on the back is where I'm tracking my people. That's a side note. Let's start from the very beginning. So you are a new coach. Maybe you are not a new coach. Either way, we need to know why. We need to know why we signed up as a coach. And then after we answer that question, why, like why am I a coach? Ask yourself that question again. Why? Like if your answer is to help new people, okay, why? Why do you want to help more people? And then if it's because you feel whatever, just ask yourself why over and over so that you can get to that root reason of why you're doing this. Because I'm telling you, there are going to be days where this business is hard and where it is not fun and where people reject you and where you are like, maybe this is not for me. But if you know why you are a Beachbody coach, then you're going to be able to get past those little bumps in the road very easily. I promise they come. I've had them. Amber's had them. We've probably all had them. But knowing why we are here and why we are doing this completely helps and helps us move forward. And aside from the why, know your dream. Like, know your big dream. What is your big life dream? Like, what do you want? I know for me that has changed over the years. At first, it was just kind of, I want to be a part of a fun community and maybe travel a little. Now it's, I want to earn an income that's going to support my super big family, like if my husband were to die or whatever. I do want to travel the world, even aside from Beachbody. I want to be completely out of debt and have our house paid off. Like I have lots of big life goals that I know Beachbody can help me accomplish. So know what your big dream is, know what your goals are, know what your why is. That's going to help you get through everything. When it comes to being a coach, there are a whole bunch of different types of coaches. And really we can kind of, if you're on this call, we can kind of break that down into two coaches. You are either a hobby coach, which means you pop in and out of the team page every now and then. You post occasionally. Maybe sometimes you run a group. Maybe sometimes you don't. Sometimes you hit Success Club. Sometimes you don't. Or you are a runner, someone who wants this to be their full-time gig, someone who has big goals, and someone who is willing to sacrifice to make that happen. And to be honest, there are going to be seasons in our business where we might fall into one category or the other. You guys could probably tell that the past few months I was very much a hobby coach. Like I was hitting Success Club, but I was just barely surviving my life. Like first trimester is not nice to me. But thank goodness we're past that and I'm ready to run again. So it's okay to be one or the other. It's not a bad thing, but know who you are so that you can really respect that and not get down on yourself if you are in a hobby mode, but you're, wanting to be more of a, like just whatever, just know what you're able to do and then do that. So it's kind of good to know really which one you are. And really, this is your business, so take ownership. You have complete and total, like, like, this is all you. You do not have a boss. I am nobody's boss. Amber is not my boss. We are all business partners together, hoping to help each other to succeed and to reach our goals. But of course, that's going to be on each of us. I can't rely on my upline coach to build my business to the 5-star diamond organization that I'm planning on doing this year. That's all on me. That's going to require my work and my showing up. So, hobby or runner, sometimes there are seasons, know which coach you are. Now, really quick, I'm going to go through some terminology for those of you who have been around for a while. You might snooze a little bit, but please don't, because there are still some things that I want to talk about within the terminology. Number one is Success Club. You're going to hear that a lot from corporate. You're going to hear about it in our team page. You'll see our Success Club bell. So what the heck is Success Club? Success Club is simply a tracking system that Beachbody's created to help us move our business forward. So if you hit Success Club or are in Success Club, that means you've earned at least 5 Success Club points in a calendar month from like January 1st to January 31st. The way that you earn Success Club points are by selling a challenge pack. You get 2 points, 2 Success Club points for selling 1 challenge pack. Or if you have someone who is on an auto shipment order of Shakeology, so the first time they order it, you don't get it every single month, right? But the first time they order it, you get 2 Success Club points. Or the performance line, you get 2 Success Club points. I'm pretty sure even the beach bars, if they order 90 PV of beach bars on Home Direct, you also get 2 Success Club points. So I get most of my Success Club points through challenge packs. It's the best deal. It bundles the workouts and Shakeology, or the workouts and performance line, or all of those. And that's what's going to save our customers the most money and give them the most tools that they need to reach their goals. So I always, always, always talk about challenge packs and the benefits of challenge packs. That's how you can get 2 Success Club points. So basically, if you are bringing on 3 new people every single month to a challenge group by selling them a challenge pack, you're hitting Success Club. Okay, so Beachbody gives us prizes for that. And I'll put up something in our team page. I know Brigitte posted it already in Team Forward Fitness, so you can check it out over there as well. But Beachbody has a system where if you hit it 1 month, you get a prize. If you hit it 3 months, they do not have to be consecutive. You can hit it March, February, and June, and you're going to get this prize. 3 months, there's a prize. 6 months, 9 months, and 12 months. And obviously, in order to get the 12-month prize, you have to hit it every single month of the calendar year. So this is a 2019. There are 6 new prizes set up for Success Club winners. And you have to, and then in January of 2020, that's going to change, and they'll have a whole new set of prizes for us. So that's really just because Beachbody's awesome. They love to reward us. It's fun. I'm one of those weirdos that is totally motivated by free things. So I have hit Success Club every single month for almost 5 years. And it's, again, I think it's because I love this business. I love helping people, and I love free stuff. So I'm all for that. Success Club trip. You might start hearing a lot more about these Success Club trips. So I want to talk about that really quickly. Every single year, Beachbody puts on a big trip for its coaches. Now, when I first joined as a coach, I thought that meant top coaches, top earners, people who are making like buco bucks and hitting Success Club 100 every month and whatever. That's not the case. In fact, I did not register for my very first one that I could have, because that's kind of what I thought. I thought that that's what it was. And I had totally earned it. Could have gone on a cruise for free that first year. So to say that I regretted it is an understatement. I was totally bummed that I missed that trip. But I've been to Punta Cana. Amber and I were in Riviera Maya in Cancun this past year. There's a cruise coming up that Amber will be on in a couple of months. I had to cancel my registration, which is okay because I'm having a baby. And then next year we're going back to Punta Cana. So you need to know that this is available for anyone who wants it. There is a $300 non-refundable thing to hold your place. So you do pay that when you sign up to go on this trip. But then after that, depending on your Success Club points that you earn, it is possible to earn the trip completely free. And by completely free, I mean, you do have to get yourself there, but then your room, your board, the parties, all of that is covered. So, and I just signed up for Punta Cana for 2020 this morning. Now, like I said, it's available for anyone. So they have a couple of waves. Like yesterday, elite coaches were able to sign up. Today, Success Club All-Star Legends and a couple of other groups were able to sign up. And then in a couple of days, they're opening up to one more wave. I can't remember. I was going to write it down. I feel like it's January 24th, or maybe it's even later. I'll look at it again. But they're going to eventually open up an opt-in list. So if you want to go on this trip, you just opt in, and then they will send you an invitation to sign up. So my point is, anyone can go on these trips. You have to do the work to be able to earn them as far as getting the cost covered, but you guys can all do that. So if I can do that, you can do that. Okay, so we talked about Success Club, what that is, how to get it, Success Club prizes, Success Club trip. Success Club 5 should be your minimum goal each month. If you're building this business and want to like rock this business, you need to be earning Success Club 10 minimum. Success Club 10 is always my goal. I don't always hit it. I've had months where I've hit like Success Club 28, and I've had months where I've slid by with Success Club 6. Like last month. So,
does that mean that how many points you got?
I'm sorry?
Success Club 5, does that mean you got 5 points that month?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. And Success Club 5 is like the minimum that you can get to be in Success Club, to be acknowledged as having earned Success Club and getting the prize for the month and things like that. Okay, let's jump now. Are there any other questions about Success Club? No. Okay, let's jump to Emerald. Emerald is the very first rank advancement. In order to hit Emerald, you need to sign 2 coaches, one on your left leg and one on your right leg. Why is Emerald so important? Emerald, first of all, you're going to get a big shout out from your upline, a big social media shout out. And that is something that people who are watching you and are paying attention to what you're doing are going to be like, hang on a second. She's really doing something for real. It definitely, like, they don't know what Emerald is, right? Like, they don't know what that means. Like, all they know is she totally got a huge social media shout out for this random, like, fitness thing that she's been posting about. That's kind of cool. It piques a little bit of interest. Emerald is also, once you hit Emerald, when you start hitting Success Club, which you should be doing before Emerald anyways, right? That should all be the goal right now. But hitting Success Club and being an Emerald coach is going to get you free leads. So anyone who purchases anything off of the Beachbody website or off of an infomercial, all of a sudden their name is going to show up in your back office and you are their coach. In the future, if they purchase anything, you get all of the commission for that. Now, if you're hitting Success Club 10, then you are going to get paid leads, which means random people who are going on buying Shakeology, buying Performance Line. They're going to show up in your back office and you're going to get a commission for that. I mean, I honestly feel like I should add it up one of these days, but I probably get a couple $100 every month just from the leads that I've gotten over the years who continue to purchase things. So it adds up. Like, it makes a big difference. It's a big deal to make sure you get yourself to Emerald and then to be hitting Success Club. And obviously, specifically Success Club 10, because those are where the paid leads are at. That's basically it for Emerald. If you want to be growing this business big, Diamond, you need to have your eyes set on Diamond. We can talk more about what that is later, because right now, as a brand new coach, you're thinking Success Club and Emerald. Those are your 2 goals that you want to get done this month. If you are more of a seasoned coach, you've been in it a while, guess what? Success Club, Emerald. Those are still the goals. Those are still the things that we're trying to do every month. I tell myself that I need to go Emerald every month, which means I'm trying to sign a minimum of 2 coaches every single month. Honestly, my goal this year is to be signing a heck of a lot more than that every month. But don't let that freak you out. Like, I remember I used to get a little bit weird about the word recruiting or signing people up. This business has changed my life. Like, it has changed everything for me, and it can change everything for others. So by not sharing it and by not inviting people to jump into this amazing business with you, we're doing them a disservice. We're holding them back. We're holding back something amazing that can change their life. So focus on that. Think about that when you're talking about the business and when you're inviting to the business, which are things we should be doing all the time. Okay, a couple of other terminology to go over. We've talked about Success Club and Emerald. Now, National Wake Up Call. Every single week, the Beachbody corporate puts on a national wake up call. It is every Monday. To be honest, I don't know what time. I want to say 8 a.m. Pacific Standard. I always watch the recording because I don't have time in the mornings. It just doesn't, I have to wait till the baby boy is taking a nap. So national wake up call every single week. You can catch it. There is a Beachbody podcast. I always watch the recording because they actually have recordings of the people so you can see them. I always watch it on the Beachbody Champions. Team Beachbody 411. The Team Beachbody 411 Facebook page is where you can watch the national wake up calls. I've already watched the one from yesterday. It was amazing. If you didn't get a chance to watch it, it's Ashley Molstad, the #1 coach in the business. It was just great, you guys. These calls are super inspiring. They're always top coaches, elite coaches who have built this business into something huge. And honestly, they give a lot of tips and a lot of tricks and a lot of, this is what I'm doing, this is what's working for me. Sometimes those are great. Sometimes I'm like, nah, I'm not going to use that. But every single time when they share their story, I get inspired and excited because these are all regular people who used to have regular jobs or were stay-at-home moms or whatever that are now doing something they love and changing a heck of a lot of lives. So watch the National Wake Up Call and make that a weekly goal. In fact, since I haven't put this out again, at the top of this tracker, where is it? Right here, National Wake Up Call. There's a little spot that you can mark that you've watched it. So my goal is to have that checked every single week. Okay, Super Weekend. I don't know how many of you guys had the chance to go to Super Weekend this past weekend. I did not. Amber did. I did not get to go. It was on a Sunday here, and Sundays just don't work for me. It's always going to be either a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, and it's once a quarter. They are all over the nation, all over Canada, all over the UK, Puerto Rico. There are some in other countries because of military bases. So they're everywhere. You can find one relatively close to where you are, and I encourage you to always put that on your calendar and go if possible. Which I'm all bummed because the next one is my daughter's dance competition, so I'm gonna miss that one too. But they're great because they're events where a bunch of coaches come together. So these are great things for social media for you to share. This is a huge, awesome community. It's not just me in my basement doing my workouts, right? This is a real thing with real people, and we have real fun. There's that. A lot of the bigger events in bigger cities are going to have super trainers there. I think the past few that I've gone up in Denver have had super trainers. You oftentimes will have a top coach or a really successful coach come in and kind of share live some things. And then there's also a video from corporate that gives you training that talks about the upcoming, this last one talked about the upcoming Success Club trip, things like that. I will post the link for the video from this past Super Weekend in our team page. For anyone who was not able to attend, you can watch it. It's about 40 minutes long. It'll give you, for those of you who are brand new coaches especially, it'll give you kind of a little glimpse into our CEO and how funny and quirky and wonderful he is. He has a huge heart and a real desire to end the trend of obesity, and I am 100% behind him. Having been in the business almost 5 years and bringing my husband along on the Success Club trips and to Summit, which I'm talking about next, he's 100% behind this business as well. We just love Carl Daikeler and love what he stands for, and it'll make you even more excited to be a part of this. So I'll put the link up in our team page. Watch it sometime this week if you can and get excited. Summit is the next terminology that I want to talk about real quick. Summit happens once a year, every summer. This summer it is July 10th or 11th through 14th, I think. And I'm pretty sure 14th is a Sunday. So it actually ends the night of the 13th. Go to Summit. If you can, get yourself to Summit. The first time I went to Summit, I had been a coach for about 5 weeks. We were here in Colorado. Summit happens to be in Las Vegas that year. Oh my gosh, that was 5 years ago, you guys. That's so crazy. But anyways, I was going thinking like, I need a little mommyhood break and this will be a fun girls trip. And I was getting together with old friends from high school that I had not seen in over a decade. So that was my mindset, was just to kind of go and get away from everything and be with the girls. But I left Summit totally changed. It changed everything for me. It gave me more of a vision of what the possibilities are with this business. It gave me more focus, and it got me so excited about my life as a Beachbody coach. I can't even say enough about it. I've gone every single summer. I will tell you, this is going to sound really annoying to people who have like fertility things, but I get pregnant right away. We literally planned and obviously you guys know I have my fertility things too. I've lost 4 babies in the past few years. So like I can get pregnant, but staying pregnant is a different story. Anyways, my point is my husband and I planned this pregnancy around Summit. It was either we can put it off a little bit and go on the cruise, but then we're going to miss Summit, or it was get pregnant right away, skip the cruise and go to Summit. And we chose to go to Summit. That's how important Summit is. And I've never been on a cruise and I really want to go on one. So that's just like a little bit of like, get yourself to Summit. Don't stress out about things like room and board. We can figure that out. Like I said, I went after I'd been a coach for about 5 weeks and just kind of my coach was like, there's a room here with 3 other girls. I did happen to know one girl. I didn't know the other 2. And we just made it work and had a ball. It was so fun. So there are like, just get yourself there. Whatever you can do, get yourself there. I don't remember the price. I want to say it's $155 per ticket right now. And that price is going to go up after January 31st. So if you do not have a ticket yet, get yourself a ticket. Start looking at plane tickets too, because those are going to start going up as well. It is an investment in your business, but I'm telling you, it's worth every penny, especially if you go with that thought and that intention of this being an investment and then utilize all of the things that you're going to learn while you're there. There's a lot of momentum that comes off of Summit, so it is absolutely worth it. Okay, I feel like I promise we're going to open this up to questions and things in a little bit, so I'm sorry. I feel like I'm talking a whole lot. Posting schedule and example invite posts. Okay. So we've kind of talked about all of the basics. There are obviously things that we need to be, you know what I didn't talk about? I even wrote it in here, didn't I? No, I didn't. 4 vital behaviors. That's another kind of, hi, cute girl, I can see you. 4 vital behaviors is terminology that you're going to hear a lot. The 4 vital behaviors are, number 1, the proof the product works. So what does that mean? That means drink your shake, do your workout. Okay. Number 2, personal development. This is one that the first year of my business or so, sometimes I'd be excited about it and sometimes I'd kind of be like, whatever. I'm 100%, if you're not doing personal development, you're not growing, which means your business is not growing. So make sure you are doing personal development. Right now, I am reading for the second time. This was the second book I ever read. So it's been almost 5 years, but The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson, that's what I'm reading right now. If you are a brand new coach, I encourage you to make that your next personal development, or your first one if you haven't started yet. It is a great one. So what did I say? Be proof the product works, personal development. Number 3 is invite. If we are not inviting people to join us on this journey, our business is not going to grow. We're not going to be able to help more people. We're not going to be able to run challenge groups if we don't have people to run them with. You have to be inviting. Do not be freaked out by inviting. I don't know why we're all so nervous about it. I think it's because a lot of multi-level marketing businesses have a bad rap and a lot of people do it wrong and come off super salesy and are stalking us. It happens. But we have enough training to help you know how to invite with love and authentically and and in a way that is not weird. It's just like you're going to the park with your kids and you invite a girlfriend to bring her kids along. You're going to be doing these workouts and drinking these shakes anyways, and you're going to be rocking this business anyways. So why not invite people to join you? They're going to have fun too. So those are the three. Number 4 is recognition. And I know at first some people are like, I'm a brand new coach. I don't have anybody to recognize. That's not true. Like, we can recognize people on our team. Like, hey, I heard of this girl that just had a rank advancement in our business. How cool is that? Shout out to so-and-so. Way to go. People love to be recognized, and people love to see recognition. It's a positive thing that does not happen enough in this world. So if you're recognizing your challengers, recognizing your spouse for eating something healthy or rocking a workout with you, recognizing a girlfriend, whatever, like, just recognize. That's going to help people just feel the love and the joy and the excitement of this business. Okay, so when you look at your tracker, let me make sure I'm not like skipping around. When you look at your tracker, you'll see places that will allow you to track all of those vital behaviors, okay? And if you are doing them every single day, your business is going to grow. And if you listened to the National Wake Up Call, she even says, like, everyone wants a big, like, secret answer of how I became so successful or how I was able to rock this. She said, I did the unsexy things every single day. Like, it's just consistency. So tracking it is going to help you to see, yes, I'm doing it, or no, I'm not. Like, maybe that's why my business isn't growing right now, and will help you to make the adjustments necessary to grow your business the way you want to and reach your goals, okay? Posting is obviously a big part of what we do. Like, we can be doing our workouts, but if we're not sharing that and inviting people through our posting, then no one's going to know about it. I encourage you to get in the habit of posting a minimum of once a day, if not more, 2, maybe 3 times. It's so interesting because social media has changed a lot over the years. Like, it used to be like, post 3 to 5 times a day. And now it's like, I post 1, maybe 2 times a day on Facebook and Instagram. Now, I am doing Instagram stories throughout the day. Amber's going to be talking more about stories. But make sure that you have an idea of what you want to post and when you want to post it. That's going to help you to feel like you're on top of it and to feel like you're more organized, and to not feel like, oh shoot, it's 7 o'clock at night and I haven't posted today and I have no idea what to post. I love to take time on Saturdays and figure out generally what I want to post throughout the next week. Maybe Monday I want to put up a like Motivation Monday kind of post. Tuesday can be a transformation type post. Wednesday is like a business, like whatever, but be thinking about different things that you can post. Another thing that I love to do and that helped me as a new coach was to make lists. Like, make a list of every reason why I love Beachbody programs or the workouts, or why this is so wonderful and easy and convenient for me as a stay-at-home mom of 5. All of the reasons why I love the business. It is not just the paycheck. I did not always get a paycheck. Like, at the beginning, I worked for about a penny an hour. That's how it felt, because I was working really hard and not getting paid a lot. That obviously changes over time, you guys. But that doesn't mean that we can't focus on other aspects of the business that are bringing us joy and helping us. So think about that when you're thinking about posting and what you're going to post. Stories, we talked a little bit. Well, I guess I'm doing stories. Sorry, Amber. I was thinking that was in yours. That's totally in mine. Stories is a big thing. So for those of you who are on Instagram, and you can do them on Facebook too. I don't know what happened. Mine used to be connected, so it would automatically go up to Facebook. And honestly, it stopped doing it, and I just haven't figured out how. But stories, there are lots of trainings on stories, so I'm not going to do a great big training on like how to do a story or how to jump into it or whatever, but it's just on Instagram. You click on your own little face. Look there's my story with me in my robe, because I'm literally always in my robe. So here's one from yesterday. This is our kids' snacks. And then my little kid playing with his, like, here's homework time. But then that's me at night with my mask on. In the mornings, I always love to do my workouts, to share my workouts. You can add music to it right on there, words, whatever. But that helps people to like actually see what it is you're doing. Not just like a sweaty selfie picture, but like a this is kind of an idea of what the workouts look like. And we can talk more about stories and kind of get a story schedule going so you guys have a really solid plan as far as what you want in a story. But stories are kind of huge right now. So I encourage you as a new coach to start storying. And like I said, we can be doing more trainings on those, and you can look up tons of trainings on storying as well. Next to stories, I've written workout, Shako, part of your day, you talking, training to come, like just talk about different aspects of the business. One of my goals for this year is to be talking more about the business, and to be getting more people more excited about the business and seeing what I do day in and day out so they can see kind of what the life of a coach is through my stories. And then create a list and add to the list. So for those of you who are brand new and you're just starting, you're like, who do I even invite? Let's start from the very beginning. Make a list of everyone that you know and love and everyone who knows and loves you, and start there. They say start with like a list of 100 people. I literally messaged, in fact, Carrie is on here. She was my second Success Club or my second challenge pack purchaser. The first one was my mama. And the second one was my sister. Look, with her T25, which she's wearing right now. That's hilarious. And the third one was my husband. And my mom and my husband both signed up as coaches, and I went Emerald in like 2 or 3 days. That's how I started my business, was with my loved ones. They could feel my excitement. They knew I wasn't like joining some weird pyramid scheme that I just wanted their money. Like, no, these things had worked for me and I loved it, and I'm sharing it. So start with those people who know you and love you, and just talk to them like a real normal person. You know what I mean? Like, just tell them about what you're doing and how excited you are about it, and that you want them in because you love them. Write down everyone that you know on Facebook. I remember telling my coach, I'm already friends with every single person I know. And she was like, I doubt it. And then within a few weeks, I added like 500 friends. Like, I literally went to old, like, what are they called? Yearbooks, and was like, oh yeah, we used to be really close in the 7th grade. And then whatever. I've added a bunch of friends just from there. After you are a little bit more seasoned, so after you've been in for a little while, we can talk more about how to grow your network, because obviously you're going to get to a point where you're like, okay, I legitimately think that I am friends with everyone that I know. That's when you're going to start branching out. And again, we'll start talking more about that. Instagram right now is a great place to be branching out. People connect so easily on Instagram through hashtags, as far as like right now I've got a hashtag going 21 weeks pregnant. Tomorrow it'll change to 22. So people that are like the same pregnancy as I am, we can totally connect over like being pregnant and wanting to barf when we smell certain things, like whatever. But for now, if you're a brand new coach, just write down everyone you know and literally make a list. I don't mean like in your brain, think about people that you know, like literally make a list of everyone you know, and then message them and start talking to them and reconnect with them and have fun. That's about it. I just talked for a solid 30 minutes. Amber, it's your turn.
That was awesome. Hold on, let me just pull up okay, I'm not really a slides person, but I made them today because I'm going to be covering the invite process, and then how to enroll somebody once they have decided to come in with it. So really fast, let me share my Google Chrome, I guess. How do I start the slideshow? Oh my gosh, why didn't I work on this before you guys came? Present, maybe? Okay. Whew, we did it. Okay, so first of all, let me just say that this is the part where everybody freaks out, okay, is the inviting. It's okay. It's just think about why you're here, why you love it, and be genuine and just be real. And the only way it's going to be between like an authentic you and like a salesy you is if you actually care about the people that you're talking to and you actually care about what you're doing. So keep that in mind. Show up knowing that why. There's that why again. And then decide that like this is worth inviting people to, because it has changed your life. And those of you who are kind of still newer, like maybe you haven't had huge life changing, but I promise they're coming. Okay. It's coming. So who do you invite? So to go off of what Angel said, your list, you just made a list. Make a list, try to make a list of 100 people that you know. If you're brand new, easy peasy, 100 people. I actually challenge every coach to do that right now. Like even seasoned coaches, like a list of 100 people that you could invite. It's like that simple. Think of everybody. For me, it's like the parents of a lot of my kids' activities and all those things, like all the moms that are there. So you have two places. You got your list, and then you have people who like or comment on your posts. So obviously if I have a picture of me and my kids and I'm talking about, you know, our family or whatever, I wouldn't necessarily use the likes and comments on that post. But if I have a transformation post or a post that's about the business or a post that's about, I mean, really, we're all weaving in Beachbody into our posts without even using the word Beachbody. So when you have some sort of post, you take the people who are liking and the people who are commenting, and those are the perfect people to invite, okay? Because they've already for sure seen what you're interested in, and they've kind of, even if they're not super interested in it, they're interested enough or they're supportive enough to hit the like button or the comment button, okay? So that's kind of where I get it as, and for those of you who story on Instagram, people who are watching your stories. The one thing that I love about Instagram versus Facebook is people, like Angel said, stories are hot right now. People watch stories and they get to know you a lot faster. So if they watch all of your storyline from when you first posted that the day before to the end of that day, like they've seen 4 or 5 frames, they're interested in you enough that they're willing to watch you a little bit. So they're the perfect person to reach out and say, thanks. So this is kind of what I go into. So this is the invite. Susie, I used you as my example. Well, she was on here, but I don't see her anymore. So PB&J style. This makes it really simple, not salesy. Don't throw up on people. Don't be the person that spams people either. But I do copy and paste this, and I just tweak it enough for the person that I'm talking to. So when I say PB&J, just think of a sandwich. Okay, you have your bread, your peanut butter, your jelly, and your bread. Okay, so your first bread is the introduction. It's like, hey, thank you so much for watching my stories or liking my post. I really appreciate the love. For reals, this is conversational. This is how I would talk to them if I was talking to them in person. I'd be like, oh my gosh, thank you for watching them. I really appreciate it. Or liking on that post. I really appreciate it. I'm grateful for the support. Okay. Then you have your peanut butter and jelly. This is the meat of it. This is the invite. Don't overcomplicate it and don't make it scary. Just send out the invite. I'm like, as a new coach, I'd say something like, I'm actually putting together my first boot camp challenge, no pressure. So this is where, and so that's it. That's the whole invite. That's not scary, right? I'm actually putting my first boot camp together. That's it. Okay. Absolutely no pressure from me, but I did want to invite you. Is this something you might be interested in? Here's the deal. When you're closing off your invite, closing off your sandwich, you do want to give them an out. You just do. You're their friend. You don't want them to feel like you're just spamming on them, throwing up on them. So you're just like, no pressure. You guys, every person I've ever invited to, I have used the word no pressure somewhere in there. Okay. I've built a team. I have challengers. It's okay. Say it. Okay. It's all right. Absolutely no pressure from me, but I did want to invite you. Is this something you might be interested in? Always, always end with a question. This throws the ball into their court, and it shows that you're waiting for them to respond to you. So you do want to end it with something with a question mark. So you can take this and you can tweak it, change it into your words, how you would talk, how you would be saying these things, and use it. But if you notice, this is like 5 sentences, that's it. Okay. So the next one, like they're side by side, but one's just for watching stories and one is for liking on a post or commenting on a post. So either way, you're just grateful that they're supporting you and then you're responding. That's pretty normal. It's normal. Okay. Coaching invites go the same way. It's just slightly different. If you notice, these are like a tiny bit longer, but maybe 1 sentence longer. So same exact opening paragraph, 2 sentences. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I'm so glad we're friends. or I'm grateful for your support. And then there's 2 different ones that I do depending on who I'm talking to. So I'm like, this might seem really random, but I feel like you would make an awesome coach. Have you ever thought about coaching? No pressure. There it is again. But I had to ask because I think it'd be so fun to do this together. Thoughts? Some of my most favorite people that coach with me now, I was like, I want you to coach with me. And this is me telling them I want to do this with you. It's genuine, it's real, it's not me making it up. Okay. I don't send this to someone I wouldn't want to work with. You see how it's like, it's genuine. I really do want them. And do you see how I ended with thoughts? If you can't think of a question to put at the end of your paragraph, but you need them to respond to you, just stick in thoughts ? Okay? Because that's putting the ball in their court once again. Okay? It is ending with them waiting for a response. And then the second one is like, or other people, it's just another option that you have. Okay? Have you ever thought about coaching? You're such a positive person, and I think you would totally rock at it. No worries if it's not for you, but I had to ask. Thoughts? Okay. Once again, it's like throwing it back in. It's super, super simple. Okay. Now here's the thing. A lot of people feel terrified when they get that to hear a no. But for me, as a newer coach, I was always terrified to get well, tell me more information, whether that's about coaching or the challenge group, because then I was like, and then I would like throw up all these paragraphs because we know how awesome it is and how much it's changed our lives. But then we like throw up and then they're like, oh my gosh, you're crazy. So, no matter how you respond, you guys, before you send it back to them, read over it, cut half of it out, make sure it's conversational, and then hit send. Okay. So this is an example, okay? If somebody says they're interested in a challenge group or a boot camp, I'm like, here it is in a nutshell. And I mean, I nutshelled this, okay? So it's super, super simple. Feel free to copy and paste, okay? I'm like, okay, awesome. Just to let you know what you'd be getting into, LOL. In the boot camp, we will all be working on our fitness from home, following a workout schedule, eating right, and checking in our private app daily. We hold each other accountable. It's awesome. Keep the excitement and energy going, okay? We'd also like to keep things fun, so there are daily mini challenges as well. Don't worry, it won't take over your life. Just keep you on track. Are you familiar with Beachbody? Okay, so I've explained what the boot camp is, and then I always end with, are you familiar with Beachbody? I do this for 2 reasons. One is I want to know if they're already working with a coach or if they are a coach. Because if they are, I might as well be like, awesome, good luck. Moving on to the next person, okay? I don't want to spend a lot of time talking to this person. I love them. I support them. I wish them the best. But like it's work time, you know? So I want to know that. And then the second one is I want to know if they're familiar or not, because that helps me know if they know it, like if they've had any experience in the past with any of the programs, if they have at least heard or seen the buzz. Beachbody does a really great job, you guys, at infomercials and pop-ups on computers and all the things. And so there's a really good chance, 75% chance probably, that they do know what Beachbody is, but they've never actually done Beachbody, or maybe they have done it, but they've never done an accountability group. They've never worked with a coach. You know, there's a huge possibility of that. So, and a lot of them are like old school, like they remember Hip Hop Abs or Shaun T or whatever. So I like to know where I stand. This is also where sometimes people might ghost you, okay? Because they're like, oh, Beachbody, and they might be nervous. That's okay. Don't even worry about it. Ghosting is a normal thing, okay? I can tell you now, when people invite me, even if it's a spam invite to something, I always respond, because being someone that invites people to things, I appreciate a response. So, but just know that some people aren't going to respond. Also, if they don't respond, it might not be that they're turned off by any of this. It might be that they read it and got busy and distracted and just completely forgot all about you and forgot all about that. That's okay. I'm pretty sure that's happened to all of us. So just know that. But this is kind of where I'm at with the Sure, Tell Me More. Okay. I can't see what the chat is, so I can see that somebody's chatting, but whoops. Hold on. How do I go back? Escape. It's just saying whatever it wants to. Okay, here we go. Okay, if they're not familiar, I'm like, okay, no worries. And I just, in a nutshell, tell them what Beachbody is, okay? I'm like, no worries. Beachbody is basically the leader in home fitness. Also, if you notice, there's only like 3 sentences here. Copy and paste this, you guys. It's totally fine, okay? Or just change it into your words. Depending on your goals and your fit level, we can pick out the perfect home program for you to get through. We'll use stream it right in. Check with the group. Do you mind sharing what your goals are now? So now I'm shifting it. Now I know they don't have a coach. Now I know that they are interested in at least hearing more about what this boot camp is. Now I want to know what their goals are. I want to know that this is actually going to fit their needs, okay? And then if they are familiar, then it's like, awesome, same thing. Just share your goals with me right now. What are your struggles right now? This helps me know. If they struggle with nutrition, it's easy for me to talk about Shakeology. If they struggle with time to work out, awesome. I'm like, you can do it right in your house. There's some as short as 10 minutes, up to 30, people love the 30-minute workouts. So just know that. All right, when you respond this next time, know how it will actually help them. Okay, this is where we do have to kind of tweak things a little bit. I do also go right into the class. People want to know that, and I might do things differently than some of the other coaches. So other coaches can chime in on this, of course, but like I feel like they're also waiting for that. They want to know what the cost is going to be. So I'm always like, I say something back to them like, oh my gosh, this would be the perfect fit for you. That's what those 3 dots are for at the top of that, okay? So it's not that I'm just starting right up with the app. I'm like, oh my gosh, this would be perfect for you. This would help you XYZ. So then I'm like, so the app and my boot camps are totally free, but there is a cost to have everything you need to get started. As a new client, you come in with a challenge pack, which includes, I kind of go through what it includes. If you notice, I say programs, some perfect for, and that's also when I tweak it for them. Like it would be perfect for XYZ for you. And then I let them know because I want them to know that Shako will come out again the next month if they don't tell me yes or no. I'm like, it's totally up to you. You can continue with Shako or not. Either way, you still have access to the workouts for a year and all of my boot camps. Does that make sense? So that question, I always leave it there because that opens the door for them to give me any questions that they have about any of these things. And usually they have a question or two about something that's in there. Okay. But this is good information. Okay, what if they say no, not right now? Okay, first of all, a no just means not right now. That's what that means up there. It means not right now. It's not personal. They don't hate your guts. They don't think you're weird. They don't never want to be your friend again. It's just not on their radar. It's not their time. And that's okay, because even if you convince them somehow to join your group, they probably wouldn't show up very well. They probably wouldn't be a very good challenger. It wouldn't fit for them. So a no really is just a not right now. So if they say, I'm just not interested in doing this, I'd be like, no worries. Thanks for letting me know. I always want them to know that I appreciate that part. I'll check back in a few months in case you change your mind. Stick an emoji in there, make it fun, but really it's all good. Have a fantastic day. Okay. If they say, I think it's too expensive another time, I'm like, same thing. No worries. I totally understand their objection. Just really quick, just be like, I can relate to that. That's an investment. I made the same one. Just let me know if you change your mind. We run these boot camps monthly. Thanks for letting me know. Now, I never leave it at just this. This is kind of like how it seems to be led, but there's still people I'm interacting with on Facebook. These are my friends, right? These are your friends. So you're still interacting. They're probably just watching you right now to see if you're going to follow through on what you say, to see that you're still showing up for yourself a month from now, 2 months from now. They're going to be watching. They have all the information now. And so it's really their timeline. And in 2 or 3 months, I'd probably send a follow-up message that was like, hey, I know it wasn't good timing back then. Oh my gosh, our groups have been so much fun. I really want you to be part of this. Would you want, maybe now be a good time to start, or something really basic. But this is kind of just where you need to start right now. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, and if they say yes, woohoo. Okay, that's terrific. And a lot of times they're like, they might need to wait for a payday, or they want to ask more questions. That's okay. If you don't know the answer to the questions, that's what our team page is for. Okay. I'm going to go over really fast just what TBV links is and share a cart, but I'm going to stop the share button so that I can see you. I like to put on this one. Okay. So if you guys pull out your phones when you can, Okay. I didn't have time to get this on a slide, but there is an app called BB Links. It looks like, see my little BB right there? BB. Okay. It's called BB Links. If you download that to your phone and you put in your Coach ID information, it's so easy to find anything and everything. Okay, so if you open it up, you can see like instantly, I'm like, oh, these are all the challenge packs that are available. I can see the price. I can see what flavors. I can see the whatever it is. So when somebody asks me, well, how much would it be to do this program? Or what if I just want Energize? Or what if I just want On Demand? What if I want whatever? I can go to that and I can easily look up what it is that they're asking me for and how much it is. And if I copy and paste what I'm looking at into that combo, it makes me their coach. They can see, they could check out that way. Okay, so know that that's an option. My favorite thing about BB Links, besides that really quick resource to find the prices to everything, is if you go to the resource tab that's at the bottom, it's like a little suitcase. If you click on that and you scroll, you can go into your coach office that way too. And that's easy. You guys, if you click Coach Office, you just log in with your regular login, okay? But I like to go to Enrollment Tools, and it's called Share a Cart. Okay? Once you hit Share a Cart, you don't even have to remember your Coach ID. You can just log in. You just log in with your email and your password. Once you're inside there, you can, if you have your customer's name and email, you can go ahead and enter that and then kind of like shop for them, okay? So you can, if they say they want to join the boot camp and it's like the standard challenge pack of the On Demand and the Shakeology, you can find that, you ask them what flavor that they want, and then you hit send, and Beachbody actually sends your customer an email, and it gives you a link that you can send them to. So there's 2 ways that they would see it. And so when they click that link, not only do they see the product, but it's like at the checkout scene. It's like so fast and easy, okay? And it's also a place where you can revisit and you can see who's viewed their stuff and who's checked out of their stuff. It sounds complicated, but just play with it. It's very, very user-friendly. It's extremely user-friendly. If I can figure it out and Angelica can figure it out, anybody can figure this out, okay? I promise. Yeah, Suzanne, you got it figured out? Yeah. See, we got this, you guys. It's so great. It's the greatest thing ever. So usually when somebody says yes and they know the price and they know everything and they're like, I totally want to do this, I'm like, awesome. If you want to just give me your email, this is the flavor that I love of Shakeology, but there's these other ones you could choose from. That's it. And then they stick that out there. One last thing.
Can I pipe in there real quick, Amber?
Oh, totally. Yes.
I always make sure to ask too at that point, if we are just talking about a challenge group, I ask them, and you have the option between a coach account or a customer account. And then I tell them the benefits of having a coach account. Because a lot of people will want to sign up just for the discount. Mm-hmm. And then in the whatever it's called, Share a Cart, you can either click customer account or coach account and then go from there.
Yeah, and it's kind of awesome. And when I explain it too, instead of saying like, do you want a coach account, I just say, do you want to enroll with a regular membership or a coach membership? This one's like a VIP. It will save you money, that kind of thing. So it doesn't have to be so scary. Like, what? I don't want to be a coach, you know? You'll probably get some people that love all the idea except for Shakeology. That's pretty normal. That's okay. That wasn't the case for me, so I have a hard time understanding it because I'm like, I want the results, and obviously Shakeology is what helped that person get the results. But when that happened, you might be tempted to like go to FAQs or do Google and like send them 5 paragraphs on Shakeology and what it means to you and like how it helps you. Cut that part out for just a hot second and just say, I have an elevator speech for Shakeology. 2-sentence speech. Okay. I say something like, oh my gosh, I love it. It's my superfood probiotic shake that, you know, naturally curbs my cravings and makes me happy or whatever. So, and if they're still skeptic, I'm like, dude, they were straight up my prenatals when I was pregnant. They were. So, because I couldn't take prenatals anyway, but those ones were them. The doctor approved that. So just keep it short and sweet. And then I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I think that's it. And then obviously there's follow-ups later on, but that's why you got to track. So when you're in conversation with people, write them down. You'll think you'll remember, you won't. We're all human and susceptible to not remembering. So just track it and write it down. So, okay, Angela, anything else?
I don't think so, except just to get excited, because seriously, this is the best thing ever. Like, I can't even imagine my life without Beachbody, you guys. And I can't imagine my life without you guys and without the team. And I get so pumped when I think about all of the future coaches who are going to be joining us and jumping in and like partying with us. So get excited. Do we want to open it up? We've got like, I don't know, a couple minutes. Do we want to open it up to any like questions or any concerns or anything you guys are stumped on or anything that's going great? Anyone have anything they want to say?
You just have to unmute yourself if you have a question.
Besides hello to the sweet little.
No, Suzanne, your little girl, so cute. And Susie, your cat.
I know.
Victoria is so excited to see you girls.
Victoria, you're beautiful.
Thank you.
You're so beautiful. I love it. Well, if you don't, I'm looking at the, oh yeah. Amber shared
chat
on your page. That's what Marcy said.
Oh yeah, I can share that. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay,
You know,
perfect.
I want to mention too, I don't so much do share a cart from my cell phone. I do it from my desktop or my laptop just because I like a big screen. But it's so easy, and a lot of people want to know certain prices, and I can kind of play and pretend and say, okay, it'll be this much or it'll be this much. You know, if they're on a specific budget. So it's kind of cool to see and to use, and it's very user friendly. I'm techno phobic, and it is awesome and helpful.
I will say too, if I'm not mistaken, I think that after they go to like purchase, then sometimes Beachbody will say, do you also want to add on ... So if there are other things like beach bars or performance line, like I've had some people come back and say, so I added these beach bars in. I'm like, cool. Maybe I should have been better and talked to you about that first, you know, like, so it definitely kind of opens up their eyes as well as to what other options there are, what other things we have to offer them. Whereas back in the day when we were just sending a link, like it was just a link to exactly what they're purchasing, and then that was it. So the share a cart is definitely the way to go, without a doubt.
Yeah, that's perfect. Thanks for mentioning that. Stacy.
With that share cart, what I like is you can see when they viewed the link and when they've ordered. So you don't have to like sit and wonder and like keep refreshing your coach office. You can actually see if they're looking.
I love that. That's one of my favorite features too. I'm like, oh, so you have seen.
We were just saying how we love that, but we also hate it when we can see that they viewed it and they haven't purchased, and we're like, come on, guys, where are you at? We start in 2 days. Let's go.
Yep.
But it is good. It is good to be able to see where they're at.
I want them to like send like an email saying, hey, it looks like you haven't ordered yet. Make sure you order. Just a reminder.
Yes, that would be good. You can resend the email, I guess, but still. Yeah.
So I guess I can just throw this in for those people. There have been I make sure I give them like 2 or 3 days from the time that they have seen it. And then I do message them and say, okay, it looks like you've seen your order, but you haven't placed your purchase. What questions do you have?
Yeah.
Like just a really quick, like, I'm aware of what's going on, so what can I do to help you? But that's also just an idea, something to keep connected with your potential customers.
Yeah, that's perfect. All right, guys, this is fun.
This was fun. I'm going to say really quick, if you haven't already, go to our team page and vote on the poll as far as whether or not Summit is happening for you. There are a couple of different options of, yes, I'm going, I bought my ticket. Yes, I'm going, I haven't bought my ticket. Maybe I'm going, I'm still deciding, and no, I'm not going. So we just kind of want to get an idea of who all is going to be there. Amber and I have some plans in the works for our team, for everyone who's going to be there. We're super excited. So go vote on that. I did already, while Amber was talking, I promise I was listening. I put up the link to the Super Weekend video, also up in our team call. So if you want to watch that, it's about 40 minutes long. That'll give you an idea of what went on at Super Weekend this past weekend. And I think that's it.
Sounds perfect. All right. We'll see you guys on the team page then. Thanks for hopping on. Much appreciated.
Bye, guys.
See ya.